Mini is a brand that represents a lifestyle that is fun, youthful, and there is no other model from the Mini stable that represents this ethos better than the Mini Convertible. I'm Anak Bhaskar and we are in Jaisalmer driving the new Mini Convertible, and well, it's a lot of fun. But let me tell you about the design and the car itself before we take it out for a spin. Now the body of the convertible is the same as the 3-door. Now this of course is the Cooper S trim, hence you get that red S right on that grille there. Now in this latest gen you've of course got that hexagonal fascia right there and the really cute and quirky looking circular headlamps. Now this of course comes with a roundel LED DRL as well as 2 slats, and they are slightly customizable, so each Mini can look slightly different with their DRLs on. Now this is one of the 4 color options that are available with the Mini Convertible in India. But let me tell you about the side look of the car, because this of course is the convertible and that is the whole point. This is what you pay your money for in the Mini Convertible, this open top experience. Now coming to the front, these mirror caps are a slightly different color compared to the exterior shade in this particular colorway. All other colorways get a blacked out mirror cap, but I think this is pretty unique because it does go with the seat upholstery that you get right there. You also have 18-inch alloys. These are one of the 2 options that one can opt for. Now at the rear you have got the iconic Union Jack pattern on the LED tail lamps. They look really cool, really pretty, and of course you've got the tailgate of the Mini Convertible, which actually opens up to reveal a boot space that isn't a lot, but Mini claims that it holds 210 liters of luggage, and well, it does have depth to it, so you can load up a few luggage pieces on it. Now this particular tailgate does have a loading capacity of 80 kgs mentioned on it, but considering that it has nowhere to, let's say, keep a bit of parcels or cups or bottles, you cannot really use it on your picnic trips, but it's still there. I mean, maybe kids can sit on it, but that's it about the rear. Now let's head to the interior of the Mini Convertible to check out what's inside. Now of course, being based on the current generation of the Mini hatchback, the convertible follows the same interior ethos. You have got one of the most unique interior experiences that you can get. The center of course houses this circular OLED display. It is very high resolution and it is the central hub of the car. Almost everything is controlled and accessible via this particular display. Now of course you've got the aircon vents, which are horizontal everywhere else except this particular vertical one, which does give it a bit of an asymmetrical look. You have no instrument panel. Of course there is the HUD for all the vital data that you need while driving the car, but it does make this car feel a lot different to most other automobiles that you get in the market. Now the dashboard of course is adorned by this fabric pattern. It can get dirty, especially considering that this is the convertible and all the elements will be entering the cabin. Now these upholstery is called Veskin, which again is a sustainable fabric, just like the dashboard and the door trim elements right there. Now you've got a steering that is of course similar to other Mini cars. You've got a fabric setting for the 3rd spoke essentially of the steering. You've got steering mounted buttons. You've got the stalks. Now coming to the central console right there, this houses all the important buttons of the Mini Convertible. You've got the engine starter, you've got the drive selector, you've got the volume button, and you've got the experiences toggle. This lets you choose between multiple personalities of the car. You've got balance, you've got timeless, you've got vivid, you've got personal, You have got green, which is of course eco-friendly. You've got core, which is the core ethos of the Mini Convertible, and the go-kart, the sportiest of the lot. In addition to that, you have got quite some quirky design themes around the car, one of which is this wireless charging pad. It is tagged almost vertically, hence you need this particular keeper there so your phone doesn't fly away when you're driving the car. You've got cup holders, you've got a storage space there, you've got this very nice looking box which opens up like this. You've got a storage compartment there as well. You've got Type-C charging ports, and you've got this armrest, but this is of course a fixed armrest and cannot move. Now coming to the features, of course the Mini Convertible, being a premium offering, comes with quite a bit. We have already spoken about the HUD. Now you get multiple driving modes courtesy of the experiences. You've got dual zone climate control, you've got electric power seats for the front row, and you have the convertible roof. But let me show you the convertible roof in action first. Now I've locked the roof in to show you what the roof mechanism actually looks like. Now you have to press on the toggle right there, but the interesting part is that the Mini Convertible comes with a sort of sunroof panel right above your head. The entire roof doesn't open, and you have to click on the toggle again, and the quarter panels go down and the roof mechanism starts to operate fully, and it goes down. You get a notification that the roof mechanism is locked, but if you keep it toggled, the quarter windows also come up and the windows also come up. Now you can of course drive without these if you stop the process right after the roof has been locked. And if you want to put the roof up, it is a slightly quicker process, because taking the roof off takes around 18 seconds, but putting the roof up takes around 15 to 16 seconds. And you can do this while on the go up to speeds of 30 kmph. Now let us check out what the rear seat space in the convertible is like, because, well, there is seating. So you just pull on the strap on the driver's seat and it moves forward. The same happens to the co-driver seat right there, and you hop in the back and pull the driver's seat towards you. Now this seat has been set to my driving position, and I am 5'8" for example, and I do sit pretty upright. But well, let me be honest, this is a very upright and tight seating position, as you can see. Now the thing here is that the structural elements are right behind this seat. You have the roll bars and the anti-roll bars set right there. In the case of an emergency, this protects the non-roofed, essentially convertible, from getting crushed. So this is a very important safety measure, but it also means that the rear seats are pretty upright and, well, not a very comfortable sitting position, but well, it is ample for maybe short journeys, mostly kids. Now here you have of course your own seat belt, your headrest, you've got a cup holder and some storage space, and a small cubby hole right there. But other than this, the main experience would be sitting in the back while the roof is up and feeling the wind in your hair. Now it is time to take the Mini Convertible for a spin, and well, starting up the car again is a pretty nice experience, because you have to crank the starter and the car comes alive. Now from behind the wheel, the Mini Convertible is nothing less than pure joy. Now this comes with of course a 2-liter twin power petrol motor that makes 204 bhp, 300 Newton meters, all of it sent to the front wheels via a DCT. Now the acceleration is brisk, very brisk. It goes from 0 to 100 in just 6.9 seconds, and you can feel that acceleration. And that's not it, the engine is very vocal. It sounds so nice when it's screaming at the top of its rev range. The audio comes right into the cabin. Now of course the real experience of driving the Mini Convertible is by opening the roof. Now as I've already told you, it has a sunroof which opens up in part, and in addition to that you can open the entire thing. That takes 18 seconds while you are under 30 kmph. The real experience of course, the Mini Convertible is with the roof down. You can feel the air in your head, and it is truly a very unique experience. Of course, even when the roof is up, the noise cancellation and the NVH levels are not as great as the 3-door hatch, because it is after all a fabric roof, so the sounds do come in. But let me tell you just how fun this experience is. If you're looking for fun in the car, you want that expression of fun, you want the car to make you feel alive, well, Mini Convertible is one of those cars. Mini Convertible truly puts fun in the convertible word, because unlike the other convertibles that you can buy in this country, they are meant for pure performance. This meanwhile is meant for fun. It is so compact. The steering is so nice. It weighs up perfectly. It makes the Mini so agile. You can change lanes like anything else. It is so quick to handle. Because it is small, because it is compact, it makes all that much of a difference. Now, of course, sitting here is of course a much different experience. We have already spoken about the roof experience. Now, in addition to that, you have of course got the OLED display. It gets the different driving modes, which are actually experiences as Mini calls them. It changes how the engine behaves, how the car itself interacts with you. You also got a brilliant Harman Kardon audio system, and the comfort levels are pretty good for a car of this size. Now, of course, this is a luxury car, but it is also a lifestyle car.
The roads around Jaisalmer are all flat and straight and do not come with a lot of undulations. Hence, commenting on the ride quality will be a bit premature, but the ride does come across as stiff, although it does even out at triple-digit speeds. But it does allow the Mini to have insane control on the steering and the body. But driving it in the city over speed breakers shouldn't be much of an issue, but one should be cognizant of the fact that this is a small and low ground clearance car, and to drive it as such.
You choose the Mini Convertible because of the lifestyle, because you align yourself with a car that you can drive around without a roof. And that for me is the true essence of the Mini Convertible.